Hey everybody, testing. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Hey Spacey, Dark Witch Dreams, Boopage, Rush Board, Lucky, Hellcats. Sorry about the dang. Meta Sculptor, Suma to BR, Behi. Helio Knights. Hi everybody. How you doing? Trying to get myself in the frame here. There I am. André, tudo bem? Tudo bem com você? Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a lovely, lovely rest of the day. So this is our 4th or 5th D&D stream. We are continuing on. This is the 5th. I just did the math. We're continuing on with our awesome D&D marathon and giveaway. So there's no time to lose. I've had a wonderful time working on this so far. We also worked on our little owl bear, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But how is everybody doing? Hey, hi. Ooh, there's my alarm for some reason. Nice. André, tudo bem? I'm really thinking about paying for like some sort of like copyright free music subscription, because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm tired of hearing these same songs over and over and over again. How do you guys feel about that? I'm looking after a cat who seems to hate me this week. Oh, what about the babies? Are they with your dad again? I envy your ability to always be cat sitting. So, let's talk about the challenge and giveaway. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Ren. I appreciate that. That's cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ah. It's been so long since I've gotten some biddies. Okay. So, let's talk about the giveaway. I can't find it though, so I might, oh, there we go. As you may know, we are doing a challenge giveaway for the streaming marathon. The first place is a Sonic 4K mini 3D printer. It's a resin printer and 3 bottles of resin from Frozen 3D, our lovely sponsors. In second place, a month of mentorships with me. And in third place, a month of workshops with me. To participate, you're going to sculpt or model 3 D&D minis. The first one's, I'll tell you in a second. But basically, the deadline is July 20th. The winners will be announced July 22nd here on stream. Okay, and you're going to stage them as if they were on a little D&D board. The first theme is the owlbear, and the second theme is the GRICK. I haven't had time to update the video yet. The third theme will be announced next stream. Okay. So, even if you don't win, if you still want to get a social media shout out and participate, feel free to post your work on social media and hashtag #AnnaArtChallenge. Alright everybody, I'm so excited to be here today and do this with you guys again. So, yeah. We're starting to run out of time for like newcomers to join the challenge, but I think it's still doable. I think it's still doable, personally, if you speed sculpt. The babies are back home, thankfully. Unfortunately, the one who hates me is staying in his own house. Does it have to be Zbrush or can it be Blender? It can be anything. It can be anything. Like, I literally don't care. It could be made out of clay, like real world clay. Okay. Our sponsor has sent a special discount for us. In case you want to check it out in chat. But yeah, Spacey is right. It's not too late. So this here is called a GRICK, and it's basically like a creepy crawly, but it's like 8 feet long. I fought one of these in my last D&D campaign. Well, not one, like a whole bunch, and it was really traumatic, especially because it was our first campaign and we all sucked. I'll tell you guys all about my campaign if you want to hear about it. Like, it was a whole thing. I loved it. It was so fun. But this is my GRICK. I decided to go for a more like muscly slug look because I thought that would be more fun anyway than just making it too simple. I'm not in love with the neck shape right now. Today we need to add in the suction cups. The tentacles are supposed to be like armored like a bug, like barbed bug wire. I don't know. And I'm thinking about adding some like little spikes down the back just for fun. Better for silhouettes, I guess. So let's get started with it. Rearrange my pages here. Deep breath before we get into this. Little prayer to the Zbrush gods. Have it. Oh, I should also open my pure ref board if I saved it, right? But there's a chance I didn't. There's our reference board. Nothing else, just to showcase what we're working on, isn't it? So yeah, suction cups, bug armoring, spikes, and then just general refinements. The goal is to 100% finish this one today. I should probably also color it, right? You know how I am with my colors and my models. I think I'm gonna refix this like area here where the belly starts. I don't know. I put in like the border too early and it's kind of like become a mess. Probably should fix that. What do you guys think of it so far? I'd love to hear your opinions. But more than that, let's chit chat. Oh, today's a celebratory day for me because I hit 30,000 followers on Instagram. So a tiny little round of applause. Tiny baby round of applause for me, right? Says the streamer. Let's all clap for me. But it was a goal that seemed borderline unreachable, and we did it so fast. So I was at 20,000 followers for years, which 20,000 followers was my ultimate goal. Like, that was my, once I hit this goal, there's nowhere to go from here, I'm done. Goal was 20,000 followers. And then once I hit that, I stopped pushing as much. I sat on 20k for years and years. But recently I started caring again, much more. Because, you know, as you know, now I have a business, I got mouths to feed. And so I started pushing again. And we went from 20,000 followers to 30,000 followers in like 60 days, which is ridiculous. That's like half as much as I had before. So I'm writing up an article right now on how I did it for my mentorships, like for my mentees and stuff. For my mentees and stuff, like, cause it was weirdly easy. Like I think once you get the snowballing, I think that's what you need, right? But yeah, so like I'm super excited with that. And it sounds really shallow. Who thinks that sounds shallow, right? I know people that do. I get sometimes when I'm talking to other professionals in the industry, I get a little bit of hate because makes peace pass. Thank you so much for the little biddies. I appreciate them so much. Thank you. Today is a very nice day of biddies. I think the most important thing is consistency, which most people happen to lack, self included. So what I started doing is kind of like pre-making the videos, like whenever I feel. Well, also I have help, of course, and like not everybody can have that. But like pre-thinking the videos ahead of time, that's a big thing. So where were we here? Oh, we got our first follower of the day. Robo-Jose? Robo-Jose. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Where was I? So yeah, consistency is tough. Really tough. I never cared about Instagram and followers, but I think this is a mistake, so I need to learn how to use the tool now. Exactly. Tool is the key word. So as you guys know, I'm writing a book about like how to make your art career easy by working really hard. Like it's a funny concept, right? It's how to make your art career easy by working hard every day to guarantee that it's easy. But I saw this Mel Robbins video like literally just the other day. One sec. I saw this Mel Robbins video where she's like, make the hard choice because the hard choice will lead to an easy life. And like, yes, that is exactly it. That is the concept. You know, because I've had a lot of things work out and come easy, you know. But that's because I work hard every day to make those things come easy and just kind of like pay it forward, you know. And a lot of people want instant results, and like I don't know how to teach people to get instant results because shit, I definitely don't get instant results. You know. But let's talk about social media. Let's talk about it. It's like I would love to how to put it, talk about that for a second. Especially because I am in the middle of writing my book that contains so much information on it, and also writing my article for my mentees. So, social media, really, really tricky subject because it is met with a lot of resistance, right? I know this. I talk to my mentees all the time. I'm like, my man, you need to start posting your work on social media, engaging with an audience, etc. And they're like, well, I don't care about the likes. And I'm like, perfect, because it's so not about the likes. It is so not, right? It is so not about the likes. What does social media bring you? Visibility, right? And visibility is a great way to invest in your own future, in my opinion. So visibility will bring you partnerships, network opportunities, clients, even job opportunities. And like I said, like my book is about like getting the job before we even show up to the interview. Like that's what the book is about, right? So we see it as a tool. The less you care about the likes, the better, actually, right? Because then you don't get all caught up. Those of you who have been here a long time know that I had a downfall in 2019 where I actually cared too much about that stuff, and then I decided to just quit it for a year, get my head back on straights, and then continue from there. Nina, you finally got a stream. It's been a while since I've seen you. I want to do a little paint job right now. Right now, can't wait. How have you been doing? Probably yellow. Yes, fill object. It ain't gonna work today. He says, I don't mean to brag, but the famous Nicolina like my post. He's so cute. I love you. Ricky, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope thanks. At some point, isn't part of the answer hire people? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you can invest. But I'll tell you something. Like, I knew this day would come where I would eventually hire people, and then people would assume that that's the entire reason anything works out for me, because that's always the case, right? Like, every time I do anything, people assume I did it the easy way. But not necessarily. Like, but they help so much, though. It's worth it. Like, as soon as I had the money to invest, and I felt comfortable about, like, the monthly income that was happening and all of that, I invested in help. As soon as I could, basically. Responsibly, of course. Very bright warm, all of a sudden, huh? The intensity decided to not work because I turned it off. You're in your pull your head out phase at the moment. Yeah, embrace that. Don't rush through it. You need to get your head on straight again. Do it. It's worth it. There are limits to scaling as an individual when you hit that growth point. If you don't hire, you don't grow, and burnout becomes a big risk. Well, yeah, I can tell you all about that because, like, burnout is a real thing in my life. A lot of times, like, it happens pretty often because ever since my huge burnout in, like, 2015 or something like that, like, I've been on the brink ever since then, So I decided to do what was best for me, but I'll tell you what, like, you can do it on your own too. But it's not easy because you have to do a lot of work, and normally you won't feel like it's right. And burnout is a real risk, sure. But who thinks I went too far? Went a little cray-cray with the color palette, but I do like this blue, so I think I'm gonna keep the blue and just kind of reduce the rest. I don't know. A weird little blue, but if I add a little purple, then everything will be fine, right? Just chaos incarnate. You know how I am with my little slug colors. Go Chargers. I must change this immediately. Oh, I didn't see the first message. High school colors. shiny, a little warm. You have an email list or other ways to get updates about the book? Yeah, I do actually. If you sign up for the waiting list on my Gumroad, you can get to the mailing list. I know it's like kind of or you can go to my websites. There's like a little, there used to be anyway. The website has been getting worked on lately and I don't know what's on it anymore. Let me see, like, I honestly don't know what's on my website anymore. It's on the first page. Oh, there's no more sign up page. Okay, never mind. Ignore the websites. Ignore it. Ignore. Instead, let's just do Gumroad. How about that? Oh, that didn't work either. Shoot. Struggling. Need to iron out this process. Oh, fix my bots in the process. I haven't touched my bots in a long time and they're still a little bit messed up, so sorry about that, guys. Flesh colors. And the beak is like your usual brown beak. Is dramatic. And the tongue is like Kuma Era, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Good night, Wesley. Is the next one gonna be a dragon? You can guess, but I won't tell you if you get it right. Bem com você, tudo ótimo com você. Things right. Dang. Soldier Frieza, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Welcome to the stream. I should bring back the welcome to the stream family. I think that was more cute when I used to say that, right? And it used to feel more like a family too. Welcome to the stream family, Soldier. I hope it's a gelatinous cube. Just open Blender, new, and then finish. Close Blender. You're done. Going for more like a beige color now. One guy. Let's see what happens if I change the coloring in the color palette here. So I go to Poly Paints and adjust colors. Wrong object selected. Let's see what we can do. You're fun. Funky. Color changing worm. How about stronger saturation? How about less strong saturation? Bringing up the green looks nice. Very rave worm kind of situation. Ooh, I like it with the blue toned down too. It was more like a teal color. I don't know. I like a bunch of options, but honestly, I still can't think that I'm making some mistakes here as we go. Okay, that's for now. Está fofinho. Imagina brilhando numa caverna escura. Elias VLT, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I think the belly needs to be like toned down. I think if I oh, it automatically selects the belly. How nice. Blur the mask. Convert to mask. Then we can like bring down the saturation. Oh, autosave in worst time. Trying to remember that octopus has a beak. A little better, right? Okay, we're not gonna worry too much about the paint because the paint is just for me, you know, like for indulgence. So got a lot of things in the work. They're like distracting me, you know. I kind of want to think about the stuff that I'm working on. Guys, I need your help. I need your help, okay? So, ever since April, I have been on a workaholic bender, okay? I need help. Seriously, I need ideas. I've been basically on like an insane workaholism streak in which I've taken maybe like 3-4 days off, actual days off since early April or early March. And the worst part is that lately I've been feeling a little overwhelmed, but whenever it's time for me to take some time off, I literally like freeze up and I don't know what to do because like nothing sounds good. You know, I can't help it. It's like I'm just not feeling I'm just not feeling good enough to take a break. Like I would rather be being productive. It's like addicting. You know, I have a personality that is like that, I guess. And I've done a lot of work lately to just embrace it, you know, and not stress over it too much. But literally, guys, like I've been trying to force myself to take some time off. And then I forced myself to take some time off, and then I struggle to figure out what to do. There's nothing I want to do. There's nowhere I want to go. There's nothing I want to do. Like, and maybe this problem will just fix itself because I have 2 trips scheduled starting next week. So I'm going to spend 2 weeks in Brazil and then a week in Washington State. So like maybe that will just fix itself. You know, the problem will go away. But it's like I can't no longer function properly in this season of my life when it comes to taking a day off. Like nothing sounds good. So what I've been doing is I've been taking like a 2 to 3 hour nap every day to fill that void. Bad Blood Studios, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, just got up from a nap. That was fun. I had a sleep paralysis demon today. And that was fun. So that was at least exciting, you know, like using my break wisely. But yeah, I feel like I'm just becoming boring, you know, because I can't do anything except for work. So yeah, you guys probably have some ideas for me. It might be necessary to put yourself in a situation where you can't work. That is exactly what my family will provide while I'm in Brazil. They will for sure. They judge me a lot and they're like, oh my god, you work too much. Have you heard of living your life? I'll go on vacation and have to stop myself from bringing my laptop. Oh shoot, I'm gonna bring my laptop. There's no way. There ain't no way I can get away with not bringing my laptop, especially because I have like an online business that needs nurturing while I'm gone. So I can't like take the whole time off, you know. I have mentees to talk to and stuff like that, but like still, the vibe is still there, you know. It's a state of mind. Having a break doesn't mean you have to stop being creative. Just do something different. I'm a mini painter, so just painting one of your 3D friends. Shane, that is a great idea, and it's something that I do like a lot. But here's the thing. I am a terrible painter. I always have been. I'm not particularly good at like actual life, real life painting, or even like digital painting, to be honest, that much. I'm much better at just drawing, not painting. But I still think I should. Like, I definitely think that's a good idea, and I've been meaning to do it anyway. And because like the prints, you know, they're over here. They look cool, but they could look a lot cooler. You know, they could look better. Sleep Demon sounds horrifying. It wasn't that bad. Like I've gotten lucky, you know. It's not that bad. I had this demon today hovering over the bed, and I look at the demon and I say in my head, like, tell me what I want to, what you think I need to hear. I was like trying to milk this demon for some like advice or something. So it all worked out. She tried, but there was too much ranking in my ears for me to hear her. So that's life right there. I'm just gonna like section these out little bit by little bit. Just to kind of like create a home for where the suction cups will be. So I did this like series with Maxon in which I could not think of the word sucker cups while I was making a freaking kraken octopus creature live in front of their special audience. And I called them suckers for the entire hour-long stream. That was good. The perks of being on the internet as much as I am is that I feel like you kind of get used to embarrassing yourself. I wouldn't say suckers is wrong. I think suckers is a little awkward though, right? Like, wouldn't you say? Suckers works. Ugh, maybe that's why nobody corrected me. I've seen another artist use a cavity mask for painting. I like using cavity masks for painting. So, a very good plan. Yeah, for all these suckers out there. So I already know what my next project's gonna be after the D&D marathon. And it's really interesting to me anyway. I've had this idea forever. Forever. Do you guys want to hear about my idea by any chance? Hug Tups. Helia Knight. Hi. Demogorgon. When you have a lot of things you want to do, but you don't find time to properly do it, you think it's an organizational problem? Suma, that is a very good question, and it could be. Like, let's say it could be an organizational problem, but also it could just be that you're spreading yourself too thin, right? Like, there's only 24 hours in the day. You probably can't do it all, right? So you need to prioritize based on your ultimate goals, return on investment, what your heart says you'd rather be doing, things like that. You know, and so, but yeah, you gotta be real with yourself sometimes. You know, there's like so many factors to why you might not be able to do it all, but sometimes you just can't. I mean, like, I can't do it all, that's for sure. Like, I have all my projects are long term, you know, because I can't do it all right now, or even a year ago. I've been writing a book for ages, you know, and just gotta be realistic with myself. Sometimes you just can't finish a book, do a mentorship, do workshops, do streams, have a full-time job, do freelance, run social media accounts, and stuff like that, like, all at the same time and get it all done, you know? This isn't how a lot of us were built. And whenever I see somebody do those things, I always think it's a little fishy. Like, are you being real with us, right? Like, do it at all? Like, do you have help? Because there's a lot of people out there, like artists included, that have help that won't tell you. They'll take the full credits, right, for everything, when they have, be it interns, an assistant, a studio behind them. Some people will even shoot, like, even as far as having a like romantic partner that takes care of your stuff. Not having to do laundry is already like a huge thing, right? Like, and not everybody has that privilege. So we might look at these like more established artists and be like, oh my god, they can do so much. I can't. Like, I must be so much worse than them. Like, actually, no. Like, probably they have a routine and certain perks that maybe you don't have. Hilo Komian. When I've gotten stuck in workaholic cycles, I sometimes find I lost track of my priorities and was trying to do way too much, but cutting back in that situation is hard. Oh no, I never realized my laundry privilege. Oh yeah, like, seriously, like, it's a real thing, you know, like, if you have a partner that does that for you, or your mom or whatever, like, that's already a huge thing. Like that, like, not everybody has that. But people have to do their own laundry and cook their own dinner and clean their own house. That's hours off your day that you can't spend on arts. Okay, so we got a little bit of partition for the suction cups to go. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my my handy dandy trusted plane. It's the VDM plane from the Lightbox. I just saved it out separate because I hate opening new projects. And then I just opened that. I'll make sure to thank my wife. Yeah. I mean, gender has a huge thing to do with it, if you ask me. Like, some of us are married, have this stuff, and still expected to do stuff like that. So, you know. So what I'm going to do for the suction cups is probably do a little extra research on how they're supposed to look. Or maybe just don't overthink it either. Darlene015, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a mask. Perfect circle, perhaps. Yes. Invert, maybe a little bit of my usual, my tried and true deformation. It's an inflate balloon. A little inflate balloon, maybe. Oh, maybe soften that mask first. But let's go ahead and grab a mask pen. Now perfect circle again. Get it in center. And then maybe I will inflate balloon the other way. I don't know if I love it. Its moving is way too strong. So, let's see where we are here. Let's go ahead and use radial. Oh, actually, it might be too late for radial symmetry. Might have messed that up. Find out the hard way. Never can figure out which way's up. Oh, bless you, Sparkles. Little baby. Bless that baby. Maybe now we'll do a second layer of inflate down. Try not to mess up the sides. Let's Google some octopus suction cups real fast. Nice cooked octopus reference. This is somewhat the look I'm trying to go for, so we'll be sure to say sorry to this octopus. Creating some texture for the sides. gonna destroy everything in one fell swoop. And kind of a little bit more texture for the inside here. Even bring the inside closer a little bit. Standard. Rounding that out. Then I'm gonna kind of round out the whole thing. And then fix up the sides. Maybe I'll even kind of create a little bit of more definition. Pretty boy sparkles. He's a pretty boy. He's been so whiny lately. I mean, he's always whiny, right? That's just him. Who he is. He's proud of being a whiny boy. Then go ahead and soften this mask, and then save, and then morph to grid, just to make sure that the square is a perfect grid. Like, nadaga pati methylation, may vintage ko cut siya doon mo. Now let's try seeing what we can get achieved with the VDM. So I'm gonna open up the brush panel, the chisel creature from mesh. Yay, those work! I can make those work. Maybe I should use layer. You know how I am with my layers. Both super intense about them and also always forgetting to add a new one. So I'm going to call this one Section. After all of these unlined layers, let's call that shameful. Maybe I need to go up a few subdivisions as well. Geometry, divide. Oh god, the layer. I'll do one more just in case. Maybe inside of layers. We're just going to not talk about that. How about that? It's better not to, let's just ignore those layers. I don't know what any of them do. I gotta delete this one and make a new one because it kind of gets attached to the like polygon count. Ah! Frozen. Ah! Waits for us to respond. There it is. Okay, thank you. Probably save this brush on before it's too late. All my hard work. Hard brush work. Go ahead and save that. Save as. Save it in the GRICK folder. I'm so sorry about your OCD. Not my intention. Here, I'll name the next layer again. Section. Cut. Alright. I'm gonna try to use the tree. Okay, it looks fine. I don't know, it kind of stands out a little too much. What do you think? Enough transition, I'd say, around it as well. Like, I feel like I need some more transition into the actual stuff. Yeah. It's too mechanic, like, let's add some pudginess and transition to the way it combines to the skin. So, take two. This is why you make VDM brushes fast. You kind of just, like, rush through it, to be honest, is my process. Because, otherwise you might spend too much time on something that does not work. Let's try something like this, more expanded. from mesh. That's a little bit better. I might still not like it though. The gray isn't helping, so let's take off RGB. Oh, and RGB is turned on, of all things. That's better, right? A little bit. Somebody told me on Instagram that there's this thing you can do to avoid the VDMs overlapping with each other. And they simply said, turn on morph target. And I'm like, turn on morph target? Like where? Like where? I don't think it's that simple to just turn on morph target, but let's find out. Would that help? No. Maybe it needs to be like a square base. What do you guys think? Add a couple more, just make sure. Ugh. Every once in a while, like you'll catch an angle and then like really mess some stuff up. I mean, they all look very even, which is not what we want. Also, they're not taking enough space. Maybe if I make them bigger and I have them like side by side. Let's just try. Another good reason to use layers is for your mistakes, problems in your life. Just put them in a layer. It should be okay. Maybe I should also not have them side by side perfectly. More of a diagonal stack. I think the diagonal stack might help. But they are a little side by side in the concept. Hi, 3 Sage! Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. How you doing today? How you doing? Good, I hope. What do you guys think of this? Trash? Trash it? Absolute garbage? I don't know. Can't decide. I think if I make the actual suction cup smaller and the transition bigger, I might have more. Let's try that. The front mesh is turned off. Oh, no, it's turned off. Let's see what this does. Struggling. Let's see. Let's do the top part. That's a lot better, I think. Gives more of a, even more of a gradient. Maybe I'll try getting them bigger. Again, we're just doing some tests. I think this is my favorite so far. We're starting to head in the right direction. Like after this, we'll look at how it looks without color, because that's how it's gonna print in the end of the day. I think after this, if I like the alpha, I'm gonna try more of the stacked, like side by side, not side by side approach, the diagonal approach, more tentacly like. Turn off those poly paints. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. So let's go ahead and turn off that layer and start a new one. This is pretty high poly. My computer is struggling. I'm overdue for a little bit of a upgrade soon. Hooray for me. Soon. I don't know when though. So who's working on the challenge? Let me know in chat. Hi, Sparkle. Little baby. Hey. Hello. It's us. Might as well pet Sparkles while we are waiting for the computer to run. Oh, Bosaki, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Are you gonna follow the Dwayne? You guys see him purring? Okay, now he's on my lap, so work time is over. To work in this dang owlbear. I think I'm done in the nitpicking. Oops. Well, that's a lesson that I teach a lot of my mentees actually, because time management and knowing when to move on, even if you're not in love with the results, it is a pretty big deal. And it can be the difference between success and failure. Not to be dramatic or anything, but it's kind of a big deal, and it might be worth moving on, getting the GRICK done, and then coming back to the owlbear once you have the GRICK done, you know? Tem owlbear, tem pessoal que se interessa em comprar. Que bom! Isso sim, isso sim. Freckles, if you are standing on my tablet, I can't do art. Oh, now he's laying on my tablet. He's getting comfortable over here. Ow! Oh, those claws. Ah! Whenever he's cuddling, he like pushes his claws in, like in a loving, painful way. Oh, my boy. My lord. That's the tablet. That's the cat. So the art is over, if you ask me. And like, there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna call it done for tonight for sure. Definitely. Definitely. What do I do now? This is no baby. I'm just petting the cat for a second. It's like off screen. You guys can't see it. Just a little bit longer, and then we go back to the art. I'm gonna put my microphone near his face to see if it catches. Hey, Boxing Marco, how are you doing today? Look at that face. Most cats do this to their masters. They're enough work to not play with me. I stopped petting him. The pot. What? Okay, so I don't know what to do now. Okay, I guess we will move on and keep working. Let's do that. Right, Sparkles. Come on. Back to your seat. Come on. Sparkles. He's like, fuck no. See those ears? That's obstinance ears. Yeah. I pet you if you're over here. I'll pet you if you're over here. My boy. My man. There you go. Perfection. I'll get down there. There you go. He's like, fuck no. Do not leave me alone, mother. Have you ever sculpted Sparkles? Never really. Like, I think I've sculpted him a little bit, but never finished anything. Let's try the diagonal thing. Slowly becoming a square again. I do like that they're getting warped though, like that's kind of what I was gonna do manually afterwards, so it works out. Too much work though, that's because it touched this top part here. It does interact with other parts of the model if you let it on accident. Like that again. I don't know if this turned out much better than the last parts. We can definitely make it work, I think. Plus, once we put in like the more insectoid parts, maybe it'll look nice. If it doesn't, today's the last day I have to work on this, so better hope it does. What a cool, neat view. Today, I'm going to print out the big version of the owlbear. Got a new file worked on. I wonder, I'm gonna try a different thing for the bottom. I'm gonna try spacing them out more and making them smaller. Just a couple more tests. What's my favorite D&D monster? Um, I don't know if I have a particular one that was my favorite. Like, I have some that are favorite due to sentimental reasons. You know, like from when I played. And, but I used to be this, in my last campaign, I was this druid furbolg, and I used to bring in animal companions, like, not really companions, I guess, but like to fight. And they always would just destroy everything else in the game. Like nothing could match those for some reason. They're like OP to me. One time we did a player versus player after the game was over. We did like a PvP match, and I beat all of the other players in the party thanks to this one freaking Quetzalcoatl. I think that's how you say that. We called him Quetzi, and it's basically one of those like ancient like dinosaur birds. I know that technically if it flies it's not a dinosaur, but it's okay. Ugu Jim, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I think I like it spaced out more. What do you guys think? So here's the bottom. Okay, let's do a vote. Bottom one spaced out. Top one kind of more full. Which one's better? Let's turn off the color so that we don't break ourselves. Like spaced out. Yeah, Quetzalcoatl. Are you guys trying to bait me into telling you what the next D&D monster is gonna be? You're not gonna guess. It's not gonna work, people. Bottom. Okay, everybody likes the bottom one better. So in that case, let's get rid of the top and re-space this thing out. Let's look at it with like the whole context and perspective. Yeah, bottom is better. I think you guys are agreeing. Even I don't know. Even he doesn't know. The best way to keep a secret is just not to fight until 5 minutes before the stream, really. Is this trick here. Everybody's hoping for the gelatinous cube. Well, if you want to do the gelatinous cube as an extra fourth monster, maybe it'll get you extra points. I'm just saying. The cube in the background. It's okay, so now let's go ahead and turn the layer off, grab a morph target. Actually, I think we already have a morph target, right? Okay. Undo that. Guys, you do. You know, let's reapply that sucker. Then after this, we got the barbs, and then maybe the spikes. And the spikes, I'm leaving that as a bonus if there's time. Let's fix my morph target mistakes here real fast. What are your guys' favorite D&D monsters? So I wanted to do the dragon for the final one, but I think I'm not going to. It's too easy to cheat. Okay, there we have the suckers, at least the first pass. Well, I guess it's not really a first pass if I tried it that many times, right? The beholder. Really use some food. Okay, ready to go. Displacer beasts. Okay, let's go ahead and quick save just in case. Oh, no frozen. Okay, so let's think about the bug barbed situation we got here. I wonder if I can combine nanomesh with perf brushes. What do you think? Have you guys tried that before? Ricky AQ, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Whole bunch. I think I like this like centipede style kind of thing we got going on here. On this concept. More so than any of the others. And then we'll just throw some spikes on the end. Okay, let's try the curve thing. Might as well, right? Like try something new. We're here together. Might as well. So I'm gonna start by grabbing maybe a cylinder. Let's go ahead and make this little guy lower poly as well so that it doesn't mess with my performance here. So grab that cylinder, maybe make that higher poly. Then I'm going to mask out. I like what shape I think this needs to be. Then extract. Okay, accept. Going to both smooth and inflate these outer bits here. That's too boy. That. Maybe a little zero meshers in our future. Hopefully. Unless it's too far gone. Okay, undo. Remesh now. Then I'm going to kind of push the base in and make sure that this part here is the high point. That. Cookie Creates, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Thank you. Okay, then I hide the cylinder. Now, let me just straighten this thing out. Now, I'm going to go to macros. Macros. And then create instance subtool. So I guess it's not nanomesh that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do an instance subtool. It's more. And then kind of create a stack of them, I suppose. Like I always do. You guys know this trick at this point, right? Like that. Then we're going to taper. Nope. Undo. Delete. Make sure it's nothing's like what do you say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Accept. Then I'm going to duplicate this. I don't know if it maintains its ability to work with the original, but then I'm going to grab this and kind of place it on one of the tentacles on the outside. And it's up there. This. Then this and curve. Make it less points at first, but kind of match the final point and the middle point a little bit more. And more points, and start kind of actively hitting this bad boy in. I have a tutorial on how I did this on Instagram as well. We get close enough. Then more points. And then we kind of getting more. Oh, this is getting a little messed up right there. Are you pushing these guys too far? I'd rather not push them too far and then manually update this. That should be enough for now. Accept that. And then go back to the original. And that's the cool thing about this. Is that whatever I do to the original will be done to these little guys. Normally. If I messed it up. Oh, I did. Let's see. Oh, I have to hit a button first. Boop, 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 struggling. Today's not a day of smooth sailing, it seems. And then I'm gonna go to Nano Mesh. Then Edit Mesh. There we go. Now I see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this in even further. Oh, it's sideways. Inner part in. There's in. Go ahead and change the symmetry. Transform. Maybe we'll kind of start creating a little bit more of that 3D-ness. Reset my play build up because it's crazy. You guys can't really see the preview, but if I zoom in here, you'll see that it's actually changing a little bit, which is really cool. Are there any specific guidelines to create a character model / sculpt in animation industry or for film CGI, or is it different techniques used in different industries? It's different techniques for different industries. And yes, there are a lot of specific requirements for each one. And turn on the AccuCurve and create some points or something. Cool. Maybe that's too much, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too much? I think it makes it more cool. Hey Kristen Benson, how you doing today? Right. Better stackage. Bigger like this. The top spikes look the best. The side spikes are still too much. So let's go nose down. Get a little pinch brush. Just started seriously using Zbrush. Can you get work with it? Yeah, of course. You can. You can definitely get work with it. A lot of people here work with it all the time. Yeah, it's not unusual, no. Very in-demand skill. However, there's also a lot of competitions. Make sure you take that into consideration. I can't control select my little. Where's the sparkles? Lily Sykes, I'm glad you like the line, Sai. How you doing? Shash? Zero, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's really observe it closely. See what needs to change. Okay, now let's just detail it out a little bit. Maybe I'll go ahead and accept that. I will divide it up a few times. Actually, I'll work on it from the side as well. There's definitely some weird shapes in here. See what that looks like instead. I think it's gonna be a little bit better. I think so, a little bit. More careful placement of the border here. Brush downs. Kind of sketching some stuff out. I don't think this is meant to work very well with subdivisions. Really going so well. Maybe I'll just focus on the shape and then detail later. See what happens if I mirror and weld and then quick save. That's my interface setup. You have two screens. So this is because I'm working with Edit Nono Mesh right now, which automatically splits the screen into two. It's not a special UI. Actually, my UI is default. Let that save. In fact, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink, grab a snack while it saves. Alright, so I'll be right back. See you guys in a second. And then Zbrush crashed. Definitely a break time. I'll be right back, guys. Hi everybody. Oh, my camera is sticking up. How's everybody doing since last time we spoke? Since the calamity happened? Hopefully we didn't lose a lot. I mean, we probably lost all the spike stuff. Sparkles? So I made a snack real fast, so let's chit chat. Forced break time. You were talking about how you need a break. Here it is. Hope you enjoy it. We lost all the barbs. We can do it better again this time, right? Cynthia Trash, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, seem to frame myself. Draken, thank you so much for the sub. Happy portfolio day. Oh yeah, guys, by the way. Today's portfolio day, so if you post your work on Twitter, it will get lots of engagement and stuff like that. People will see it. Tyler, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So, I am eating a toast with turkey and cheese on top and a little bit of sweet chili sauce. The three main ingredients I'm allowed to eat. I'm really glad we didn't lose anything else though. That's good. Todo mundo gosta da câmera do gato. Hey Spangler Art, how you doing today? There's some crumbs at the bottom of my cup. Toast crumbs. Put it down in a toast's crumby spot. Hello there, it looks amazing. Just follow your hair tutorial. Thank you. Oh, Uku, thank you. I'm glad. Glad you like it. That was a fun one to make. I wish I had more time to keep posting tutorials every week. That would be my goal in the future. Sorry guys about the snacking. I literally can't continue to stream unless I am fed. Sparkles is being cute though. So, tell me in chat, what is the thing that you don't know that you wish that you knew? Don't eat paper. Don't worry, I won't eat the paper. We're good. We good. But even if I did, it won't make my gallbladder hurt, so. What is something you don't know how to do, or you don't know what the right way to do it is, or how to be it, but that you wish you knew? What do you guys think? For me, the list is like 40 things long. I wish I knew more about um, search engine optimization. That stuff seems so out there for me compared to my current skill set. He knows that sometimes I struggle working with all the clothing simulations to make wrinkles. Maybe you know a better way of making them? Normally I manually sculpt them or use Marvelous. I sculpt a ton of things in T-pose for work day to day, and so I wish I had a grasp on sculpting things posed. Nice. I mean, you can always practice. You know, like a lot of good studies are done posed. Somebody just made a really good pose sculpt. If I find it, I'll post it in the Discord. This is the full dinner with Anna experience. If I don't drop food on myself, I didn't even eat. O que eu queria saber, fazer, são essas formas para serem mais naturais e não algo todo amassado ou algo que não convence. Trabalha em subdivisão mais baixa. Okay, now let's put the barbs back in. Got like another hour to finish this thing. We can do it. But before we do, I want to remind you guys about the giveaway we're doing. We are doing a challenge and a giveaway. First place is a resin printer from our sponsor of the giveaway, Frozen 3D. Second place is a month of free mentorships with me. And third place is workshops with me. So definitely join. There's still 8 days left. You're going to sculpt 3 D&D minis in whatever software you want and pose them together as if it was on a D&D board or map, and then take a render. It can be a still render or an animated render, it doesn't matter. And you're going to submit it to my email, and then the winners will be announced July 22nd. The first D&D mini was the Owlbear. Now we're working on the GRICK. Third theme will be released on Friday when I'm streaming. And you can, as you work on this, feel free to get social media shoutouts from me. Just tag me and use the hashtag Anna Challenge, Anna Art Challenge. My gosh, Anna Art Challenge. Get a shout out. Maybe a marvelous short tutorial will be interesting. Alright, let's make the barbs again. Take 2. So we had done this little cylinder. Let's see if the cylinder's in here. No. So panda cylinder. Maybe I'll try a different method this time. Just to explore and have fun. Can anyone participate? Of course! Anybody can participate. If you guys want to see the detailed rules, please join my Discord server. Or just join it anyway, because it's super fun. Marcos, thank you. This is a GRICK from D&D. So not necessarily my own concept, but still really fun. This time, let's already put in the shape that we kind of know we like, or at least I like. And this time, let's make it actually like wider as well, because that was what I was trying to do whenever I started. Whenever it crashed Zbrush, I mean. Maybe this time I'll do like a viewer mesh thing to keep it more clean, because I didn't like the topology last time. So viewer mesh or keep groups. Let's have a nicer line around that. What's everyone's favorite D&D creature and monster? So I had mentioned earlier that I really liked it whenever I had a Quetzalcoatl D&D, which is like not a specifically D&D character, but still. Ethan Barg, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Marcos Dionda, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Gonna turn on dynamic and thickness. Right? Just a little thickness. Maybe even apply that. Up. So I'm gonna already curve this thing up. And also push the lower parts in. And this time I'm gonna actually save. As well as inflate the edge. For those of you who just got here, we had a terrible crash. My PC in the last campaign had obsession with Nothics. It was really fun story beat to play out. My character had an obsession with giants. Specifically frost giant, but any kind of giants at all. It was funny. And then we found a giant that was like being enslaved by some orcs, and then everybody wanted to just kill the giant, and I was like, no! Please, I want to keep him. And his wolves. He had like some wolves on chain. And we successfully did keep the guy. Okay, so now I was going to do the same thing as before. So macros, instance subtool, then put it in position. Made it a little smaller, and we multiply. And we put that into position near the tentacles. Oh shoot, I forgot to taper. Now we put that in position. The unicorn horn. Actually, that's a bad idea to move the gizmo at this point. Hopefully it looks as good as last time, because I really liked the way it looked last time. Then, go to bend curve. Add 3 points to start with. Just kind of match those points to the beginning, middle, and end here of the tentacle. Chromatic Miniatures, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Then we're gonna add more points. And just little by little, increasing the point count. And Juan Norama, thank you so much for the follow as well. Mobius 808, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Mostly in position, I'd say. Take it from every angle. So it's definitely not round enough, you know, like I try to do it round enough and then it didn't work out and now we're back here. Okay, we're gonna accept. We're gonna save again just in case, right? Like just in case everything goes wrong. Let that save. Last time it crashed, but I was also saving, so I'm a little scared. Okay, then I'm gonna go to Nano Mesh, Edit Mesh, and that's what splits the screen, like everybody was talking about. No. And then we can kind of preview on one side versus the other here a little bit, how that's going to look. I had to turn on the asymmetry. And then just kind of, we're just going to push the bottom in a little bit more. So there, for some of them to work. And then I'm going to try kind of like pushing these areas down a little bit. Why is it not working? Oh, yeah, because I just couldn't tell. But it kind of contours more so to the tentacle, but if I can't get it just right, then there might need to be another way. I would just manually like move brush it, you know. This might be pushed in a little too much. I can see way too much blue. But before I had more spike right here, so let's try adding that spike back in. Cooler with the spike, right? Yeah, it's better. I think maybe a little bit of a curve right here. Maybe make it more insectoid for me. I think I'm liking this pass better than the old one, so I'm guessing it was a good thing that we crashed out. I like trying to turn the crashes into a good experience. I really miss, like, road trips and right now. Like, maybe that's what I need to do with my next free day. Go on a little road trip. We need to thicken this part out here right now because we're going to 3D print it. It helps to have it more solid. Go ahead and turn on auto masking. Back face mask for this. This is just going to guarantee more overlap at the bottom. No holes, that kind of thing. If you want to make some good GRICKs, you gotta crash a few programs. Hey, you're right. Let's do a little pinch from the sides here. Yeah, extra spike. For extra spikiness. Perfect. Digo Witcher, sim, é meu jogo favorito, inclusive. There we go. Finally, something's starting to come together, right? Just thicken it out a little bit more so that I won't have to like manually do too much to not see too much of the blue areas. Still got a little bit of blue. Close enough. I'm just gonna make this a little bit more dramatic here. For silhouette purposes, nothing more. Yeah, like that. We still gotta make the main spike on the edge of those tentacles. Gonna stop editing mesh and I'm gonna save because I don't want to do this again. Jogo muito coisa de lá, esse jogo é uma obra-prima, também acho. Super importante. Amo esse jogo. Save. Taking quite a second to save. Let's see if I can mirror in Wells. Yeah. A little weird. Maybe I mirror in Wells when it's not a nano mesh. That would probably be ideal. Now let's do the main spike, because they have like animal pincers, something like that, at the ends of their tentacles. I like this one the best, so I might go for something more inspired by it. This one's more intricate and interesting, but I think I need to go for a more almost armor-like look to match what I already have. Methodress, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Okay. Got distracted. We're back. There we have our little things. Let's work on the little dagger. And how do I want to do this? I think just like the same way I always do teeth. I think we're just gonna do that way. So like, append a sphere. Is that tiny? Like this, then we taper one of the sides. And we kind of squish it down. Then we warmer it. Into a claw shape. This is how I do claws and fangs, like on the reg. Tapped. Check if the symmetry's on. Okay. Maybe a little snake hook for the extra. Oh my god, I keep hitting OK instead of OK forever. Like, my curve must be on. Maybe I should just remesh it first. Symmetry, remesh. Okay, that should make it a little easier. It is. Little pinch. Make it stabby. I don't even know if I need a snake hook. Like this. Stabby. Toothbrush. Lumpy. Cielo Mist 51, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I don't want to overthink this claw. I just want to like throw it on there and see what happens. Needs to be thicker. Learn my lesson about 3D printing little skinny things. Brian R. Singer, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Of course they are. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Welcome, raiders. Appreciate you being here. Let's turn on local symmetry, guys. Oh, I guess that's not. Yeah, welcome, welcome, raiders. Anna and monsters, yeah. Classic combination, if you ask me. Jose, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, raiders. Don't mind my bots. They are out of control and I keep forgetting to fix them. They're like triggering each other. Because art peoples. Having a little fun trying to design these like insectoid, more insectoid parts of this creature. This is for Tremors. No, this is for D&D. Hi, Doomsday Vibes. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. So your past previous jobs was Twitter chat because they trigger each other. Beauty Theater, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Yokai Artist, thank you as well. Anon 4522, thank you. Follow. Okay, I think it's time to no, mesh this. So inventory, into mesh. And now I should be able to use this. Bora wins. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you.
5 messes Anakar love.
Wow. Yeah. Now I can actually edit these things manually now that I've stopped making them in nanomesh. I just kind of want to use them to like hug the side of the tentacle, you know, so they don't have to do anything else to the side of the tentacle. Coming in here and kind of stretching them into position. Just kind of trying not to make them be like too floaty either, like actually having them overlap the tentacle properly. Maybe I shouldn't have left this for the last day. I think I've made a grave miscalculation. General shaping. And then we'll use the move topological to kind of fix any issues we might have outstanding. This topological, let's check the poly frame. Let's go ahead and auto group this thing. Poly groups, auto groups. Oh, look at that beautiful rainbow. This is how the final should look. I'm just kind of gonna move topological each thing. A little bit of shaping. Kind of get better contour. Less hanging parts too for the 3D print would be ideal. Get down on the corners there. And then we'll mirror it over to the other side in a little bit. This part is a little bit tedious, but it's going to be worth it. What are you guys up to today? Anybody working on any projects? Normally I have like a bunch of stuff I want to chit chat about, but today I'm kind of just vibing, you know, like kind of tired, nothing else. Kind of Javier Rod, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I'm tired, kind of like I've been working too much. I don't know. I kind of feel like I need a break. Only one more week though. I'm gonna leave this last one alone because I don't know what I'm gonna do to blend it in, you know? Now let's mirror and weld it to the other side. First quick save. We don't want to risk anything, you know? Okay, so geometry, mirror and weld. Oh, wrong axis. There we go. Let's do the same thing here. What do you guys think about the armoring part? This little stab. Let's take these blades here and kind of made them a little thicker. A better transition. Geometry was not on for that. Let's mirror and weld it again. Might as well. Oh, mirror first, deformation, mirror, and then mirror. And then of course we're gonna have to put all of these on the bottom as well. What color should these be? The section cups were a VDM brush for sure. Good gray. VDM, we made it today. Here it is. Beautiful. We're gonna do some spikes as well. Go ahead and mirror these down. So I'm going to duplicate this and mirror deformation. Mirror on the Z, I think. Nope. Always the wrong one is the one I pick first. So hopefully this doesn't need a whole lot of fixing. And then we can just kind of manually update this thing. Robson Jean, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Let's get the blades down. Then subtool, duplicate. Then mirror on the Y. Now I know it's the Y. Duration mirror on the Y. Oh. We have it worked anyway. I clicked the wrong thing. And then we're just gonna I like to imagine they use this to like excavate, and then every once in a while kill some D&D members, D&D party members. We're that much closer to finishing, which is good. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted to finish today. Let's take a moment though. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream marathon. I definitely have. Reminds me of the old days when I used to stream 3 times a week. Those are the good old days. What are we missing? I might have to leave the body barbs out. Unless I just do a VDM. What do you guys think? Body barbs? Yes or no? I definitely need to blend those into the body a little bit better. Right there. Maybe I can just grab the back ones and make them a little smaller. See if I can just get away with that. Let's try it. Just a could work. I can make this work. Maybe if I change their shape now. A little bit. Maybe that could help a little. Maybe even this one could be a little updated so that it could start blending into the back one. And that already gives us kind of a better slate to blend. It's not perfect yet, but it does help. Maybe I can just grab this one now. Control drag, make it tiny. Drag, make this one tinier. So at this point, we're getting somewhere that's like less symmetrical, so and cause more problems. That's okay. And maybe like one last tiny one. I say after putting 2 more tiny ones on. That blends, right? I'd say so. Gives us a better, like, gradient anyway, for what the heck is going on. Let's save. This is a longer than usual stream. Doing it for you guys. Just kidding. Ah. Dropping stuff. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this stream, make sure to follow me on social media. I just posted up Twitter, Instagram, ArtStation, and TikTok. Also, even more importantly, join my Discord server. It's an awesome free server where hundreds of 3D artists from all walks of life, from super pros to beginners, hang out, chit chat. You can show off your work, you can get feedback, you can give feedback on people's works, you can help people out, you can share tutorials, tricks, tips, things like that. It's just a super awesome community, an awesome place to be, so feel free to check that out as well. And let's see what else we got. If you'd like to do a one-on-one mentorship with me, please feel free to join the waiting list on the Gumroad link that I just sent, or you can join my workshop. I teach a 3D sculpting workshop every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it comes with a ton of perks, and that is currently open. The mentorship doesn't have any spots, but that one does have spots. So feel free to join. Go ahead and this, and then like they were in the welds, but on the y-axis. Wow, apparently I can't do that with a mask thing. Okay, so let's just split on mask lines. Grab that, duplicate, then mirror. Nether Frank, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, fine. Thank you, thank you. You guys ever have this problem? Where like the things kind of move separately? Here, I'll just turn off symmetry for symmetry. Really shape it area a little bit better than it. Then move topological to shape each one a little bit better. And then solo this. Oh, I can't actually solo this out. Let's just hide the base so I can actually see what I'm doing. Like that. Hooray! And then we're going to mirror and welds now for real. Oh, not local symmetry though. Local symmetry doesn't do so well with that. And there we have it. The barbs and spikes are in. Whew. Okay, so what's the last thing we need to do? Strinner, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. There's a bunch of things I would like to do, but I don't think I'll have time for everything, so I just need to like pick one or two more things. I think the mouth area needs to be detailed. And then the rest of the body needs to be detailed. Very noisy head. How does your work from home compared to studio work? So I don't work from home. Well, I mean, I have my own company that I work from home for, but I don't really work from home for my real job, day job. But whenever I did get to work from home at the beginning of the pandemic, it was like the best. I loved it. Like I do very well in working from home. It's like I was born for it. It's like it's just my personality type. It works. And I used to get my work done so much faster. And that's like something, like I don't know why, but work from home made me like a million times faster. And all of a sudden I was getting like an 8-hour workday done in 3 hours, 2 hours. And then I realized that like unnecessary distractions were costing me like freaking my life source, you know? So it's why nowadays I try to spend as much time not getting distracted as possible because of that experience. Also, I need to like block out unnecessary interactions. Sometimes, like, I'm really socially impaired in real life. And so having those social interactions can like sometimes like ruin a whole day for me and things like that. So I've been avoiding it. It's much better that way for me. I'm gonna try the spray trim smooth borders spray. So I'm gonna go to the light box, brush, trim. Smooth borders. So it kind of smooths some stuff really hard. It's really nice. But I'm gonna grab a layer, help myself to a new layer here, and change this to spray. And like it kind of can create some cooler effects. That, which I think can be very beak-like. Done right. What do you guys think? Maybe kind of change the shape of the beak a little, but this is why I use layers to kind of be able to see if I like it. Have you by chance done a video on optimizing ZBrush panels? Can you put that on your YouTube? I would love to, but the thing is that like I don't really do that. Like I don't necessarily do that because I always keep my ZBrush vanilla for teaching purposes, you know? I'm using Damien Standard trying to move stuff. I inflate the point just a bit. And then that Damien Standard 2 brush, let's load that up. Resources. Really nice brush. Everything. Just general multi-purpose brush. For like cutting and cheguei bem tarde, Renato. A gente tá quase terminando. Faltam só 15 minutos. Mais ou menos. Perfeito, Vico. When did you start learning 3D arts? I think I was like 19 or 20 years old when I started. Many years ago. Francesco, muito obrigada, Renata. I think the eyes are supposed to go on the side. There's somebody like putting in the whips channel that like they put the eyes on the side. I'm like, oh my god, of course that's what the eyes are supposed to be. Let's try to flash this in. Sorry, kind of pushing it. Oh, I moved to a different subtool obviously. A little bit of clay buildup. Friend gave me a bottle of sake last night with a snake inside of it. That's weirdly not weird to me. Because, yeah, my teaching assistant keeps bugs in a jar of alcohol, and she talks about it. So, like, kind of used to the idea now of keeping stuff in alcohol in a jar or in a bottle. I've been prepared for this moment. Would you guys like for me to make a video on how I got this ready to 3D print? I'm not like the superest pro on that, but I make it work, you know. The snake's name is DeMarcus. I think we might have time for those spines that I wanted. What do you guys think? We can try, right? Along the back. What I would need to do is the VDM plane, that guy, but instead we would do a little spike. I think I need to bring in another one. Maybe we'll bring another one just in case. Because I know sometimes when I do just a plane, it doesn't work, so it has to be the VDM plane. It's like special for some reason. Indeed, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. A whole bunch. A little bit of inflate around here. Then a little bit of inflate in here. So I go to deformation. This is always my signature move. Ah, that does not look good. My signature move did not work out this time. We'll just literally spin standard it this way, and then just take it out. Maybe now if I inflate, it'll be better. Let's try it. Maybe a little bit of trim dynamic actually. Okay, so then grab that original brush, which is not here anymore because crashed. So load brush. A mesh. Got a little bit of a pinch from there, but let's see what it looks like before I fix it too much. Layers. You know how it is. Got so many layers. My computer does not like that. Easy button? What does that mean? Pretty satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty satisfying. That one turned out a little weird because of the bending. Not straight. I think I like them better smaller. Yeah. That's the beauty of making your own brushes. Save a little time, and it's reusable too. You can like look at it later, you know, use it later. I put those on backwards, huh? I didn't. No, yes, I did. I have been putting them on backwards actually for a while now. Take that one off too. And let that save. I'm not sure I'll jump on the mini contest, but since I have Pro at work. Oh, thank you, Tata. Tatanka. Glad you're enjoying it. Tired Pro. No sleepy Pro. At work. A little texture at this point. Maybe I'll make the spikes bigger towards the end of the tail. Actually. Too much. Not the right shape too. I'm just gonna take off all of those. I really don't like the big ones on the back, so I'm going to get rid of them and then replace them with slightly smaller ones. I think the biggest should be the ones here on the neck. So let's go ahead and hide that layer. Actually, I think my morph target already works. Try to patch up the coloring situation here, and then grab our brush again. Really, Laserek, Laserek, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Lots better. Part of being a pro. Yeah, I suppose so. What do you guys think about the side spikes? A little bit more extra blending, I guess. A fun little model, I'm gonna say. Like, it's cute. It works. Let's see what it looks like without color. I think somebody would buy this and print it. Maybe. Probably divide this up. Let's consider it done. And then finally, let's put it next to our owl bear, just to see if it stacks up. Confused about which owl bear to open, but I found it. What do you guys think? Side by side. Who would win in a fight? Alright, everybody. It is now 10 p.m. I have to wake up at 7 tomorrow. Go teach. I think this thing is done though, which is like super cool, exactly what we wanted for today. So if you haven't yet, make sure to follow me on social media and join my Discord server. If you ever want to learn from me, get a mentorship, or join my workshops, consider checking out my that is the wrong command. My Gumroad. Craving calamari after the sculpt. It's not weird. I literally had octopus, like cooked octopus up here. So make sure to join the Discord and follow my Instagram. My Instagram's got a bunch of like cute little videos now, which are very cute. I like them. And last but not least, if you just got here and this is your first stream, I want you to know that we are doing a challenge giveaway. DND themed. The deadline is on the 20th. The first place wins a resin printer and 3 bottles of resin from our sponsor, Frozen 3D. It is a Sonic 4K mini printer. Then the second place gets a month of free memberships with me, or mentorships with me, and the third gets a month of free workshops with me. So, hooray! To participate, you're going to create 3 D&D minis, kind of like the ones I'm creating. It doesn't have to be as elaborate. The first one's the owlbear, the second one is the GRICK, the third one will be announced next stream on Friday. Admissions are due July 20th. Join my Discord to get the details, okay? And got the owlbear and the GRICK, of course, and the final one will be a very cool D&D monster as well, but it is not announced yet, so you don't know when it's going to be. Alright, you can get a social media shout out from me as well if you post your work on any social medias. Tag me Anna Carolina Art and use the hashtag Anna Art Challenge. Alrighty, everybody, have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. I'll see you back here on Friday because we are doing our stream marathon.